Hi everybody, Laura here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of the Make Magic Release Blog Hop with Simon Says Stamp. I have a fun, colorful, geometric project to share with you featuring one of the new die sets in this Make Magic release, and it's called Sexy Hexies. I have to sing it. I have to. There's also the Geometric Builder Hearts die set. I designed both of these. Can you tell? I'm head over heels in love with them. I did die cut a few of these to show you, kind of, just wet the whistle. Just get the mojo a-flowing, get some ideas going of what you can do with them with the color. It's all about the color and the shape. I have seen some incredible cards already designed by other crafters and designers, and it just tickles my heart to see the variation, bringing it to life. And they all look different, which is what I really love. I love that you can make a bunch of different looking cards, but they all have that geometric thread running through. So here's the Sexy Hexies die set. First thing I'm going to do is take this largest solid hexagon and just die cut a bunch of these out of white. I'm using the Altenew mini Blossom die cutting machine. It's handy dandy, and I'm going to die cut, just go to town. I did a slew of them. I don't have a plan. I just wanted a bunch of backers that I can add the color and the shapes onto. So now I'm going to take this particular hexagon design and I'm going to start adding it with solid color cardstock. This is a fantastic way to use up those scraps, but let's just be real. Do you ever use them up? I have yet to use, it's growing. I'm constantly running out of room, and yet I'm always saying that I'm trying to use them up. But the more you use, the more you have. It's just a well that never runs dry. Okay, so once you die cut a bunch of these, you can create several different colored patterns. You know how I like to go in rainbow order. Love it. And so I'm going to go from red into the yellow, take in the Simon Says Stamp tape runner, dot runner, whatever you want to call it, and I cover the white hexagon backer, and then now you just slap on the pieces. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And so with these different shapes, you could create several different hexagon patterns. Now the dot runner does allow you a little play time to shimmy and slide around, but oftentimes I have a little bit of white that bothers me. I just trim it off. I even thought if I had a red Copic that was that exact color, I might run it along the edge just to kind of camouflage if it's bothering you. I'm going to do one more with these same die cut pieces to show you the mileage that you can get. This time I'm doing like reverse. I'm going from yellow, working my way in the red. I don't know why I'm singing. I'm in a sing-songy mood. It's been a long time since I've actually made a YouTube video for my channel, like almost a month. But, I do make a lot of videos for several different companies. And sometimes when it's all said and done, you just run out of time and energy, especially with the summer. Summers are tough. All the kids are home. And we do have a new addition to the family. If you haven't heard, about a week ago, we got a new little puppy. Emma wanted one for her birthday. And I tried. Let me tell you, I was up every night looking for puppies. I looked at rescues, animal shelters. I tried it all, and it just seemed like a closed door, like it wasn't going to happen. And then at the very last minute, I'm talking like 2 days before her birthday, popped in this lady, not far, on a farm, had a little golden retriever puppies, and she's like, "You want one? We got one male left," because I don't know why, but we just wanted a male golden retriever. That was really what was in our heart. We went and picked him up on Emma's birthday, and as soon as we got in the car, she said, "Yep, he's a Henry, but you can call him Hank." And Hank is my husband's father's name, so it's kind of a family name. And then when we were driving home, I have to tell this story. While we were driving home, and we were on these country roads, some of the roads were dirt roads, the most perfect, beautiful rainbow in the sky. We had to stop, get out of the car, take a picture with Hank and the rainbow. I said, "Emma, can you believe that you got a puppy and a rainbow on your birthday? God must really love you." And she's like, "I know, he does." And it was the icing on the cake. So anyway, while I'm blabbing away here, we have all these now I'm onto the striped hexagons. This time I'm doing purple and some teal and aqua. And every time I just cover the backer hexie with some dot runner and I slap on the little pieces. Now for some of this, it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Some might see this as tedious and monotonous and too little of a piece. This takes too much patience, but for me, this is what gets me out of bed in the morning. This really tickles my fancy. I find it therapeutic, and something about the color and the geometric shapes just make my heart go pitter-patter, and so I love it. Now, others' cup of tea is coloring, you know, watercoloring. The relaxation of it. For me, it's piecing together little geometric pieces. So you know what? You got to find out what works for you and do it. That's what I say. Live your life. Okay, now this is an easy one. If you want an easy one, this is just a two-toned hexagon. I'm just doing 2 shades of blue. Couldn't be easier. And there's also 2 sizes of this one, a larger and a smaller of the two-tone. I want it, you know, you can get to the point where you don't want to stop. When I was creating these hexagon patterns, I could have came up with 10 more, but at some point you got to stop because the die set can only be, you know, so big. Okay, so there's the two-tone blue, and I'll show you. I had some previously done, and because I've just been making them. Now here's the smaller size. I'm doing that one out of orange and a little sunshine cardstock. Most of this is Simon Says Stamp solid color cardstock. Not going to list the names, but I know that's orange peel and sunshine for this one here, the smaller two-tone. Sexy hexy. So now I got all these hexagons. It's all about creating a composition. I have a panel of white cardstock and I'm getting the lay of the land. I honestly don't think you can go wrong at this point. However you decide to lay them out, there's such gorgeous little patterns and pops of color that they're going to look gorgeous any way you go. And so I'm just kind of piecing. You can't use them all. I mean, you can use them all. There's no sexy hexy police. But I'm just going to kind of keep them up in the top left corner. And you know I got to pop them up because dimension is life. You ever notice all my jingles are the same melody? Hey, what are you going to do? Okay, so working my way through the sexy hexy composition. It's back to school time, school registration. We've decided to stay home for a little while. I'm telling you what, living in Germany was incredible, but it also was hard, especially during a pandemic, with children in school in a foreign language. Okay, took a toll on mom, not gonna lie. But I think that having Hank, our little puppy, I swear to you, he has healing powers. Okay, for the sentiment, I'm using one of these reverse sunshine and rainbows, or rainbows and sunshine. These are the sentiment strips. I love them so much, especially the white on black. I'm just using my paper trimmer to cut it out, but I also use the sentiment label dies very often. But today, I just grabbed that paper trimmer because it was handy dandy right there. Once I get it cut out how I want it, I add a little bit of foam tape, a little bit of tape runner, and I nestle it in. It's all about the tuck and the nestle. I'm using a few sparkling clear sequins for embellishment, and bada boom, bada bing. You got yourself a clean, fairly simple, dramatic, geometric loving project. You add color to the world. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure and check out the rest of the Make Magic release with Simon Says Stamp. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.